Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Nakia. How are y'all doing? How are you doing? It's been a long time since we last seen or heard from one another. It's been a long time since y'all last heard from me. Um, but yeah, it's a new year. It's 2023. You see what I'm saying? No, actually it's 2024. It's 2024. I don't know where my mind is. Anyway, it's 2024 and I think it's the 21st day of January. Um, and we are here, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Ever since the pandemic, ever since 2020, it's like the years, it's like the years is like all jumbled up together. And these just flying past, like it's just passing us by. It's like one year it was 2020, blink of an eye. It's now 2024 and I'm knocking on 25 years old. This is crazy. This is crazy. But yeah, it's 2024 and I just want to come back on here and just say hey to y'all and speak to y'all and get back in the groove of things. Last year, sometime last year in 2023 in December, the Lord gave me an idea for a podcast YouTube video. And the idea was for me to talk about my 2023. Okay. Um, I wrote the idea down on my whiteboard so that I won't forget, and then it can like hold me accountable to like make sure I do the podcast or whatever, do the YouTube video. So yeah. So I am active on podcasts. I'm active. I'm back being back active in podcasting, and I'm definitely being back active on YouTube. Because I feel like I just neglected little you. I feel like I'm so dramatic. I feel like I had just neglected little YouTube. You see what I'm saying? I started podcasting, really wasn't worried about posting no YouTube videos or whatever, but all of it is the same. So let's sit, let's talk, let's chat it up. Welcome to, for those of y'all, I'm just everywhere, but bear with me. For those of you who are listening to this via podcast, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, whether it's on Spotify, whether it's on Spotify, podcasters, Spotify for podcasters, whatever it is. It used to be called Anchor. Wherever you are listening to this from, if you're listening to this on a podcast, StreamYard, where's my brain? I'm sorry, no. I can't even lie. I put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can touch my bag. Hey, y'all, hey, it's your girl Nakia, and I'm so glad to be back here with you on a new podcast episode. It is currently January 21st, 2024. Can you believe that we're already on the 21st day of January? The 21st day of January in the year of 2024. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, who are we? I ain't gonna lie, it's like everything from 2020 on down is like a blur. It's like I remember 2020 and then it's like 2021 flew by. 2022 flew by. 2023 flew by. And what keeps me remembering that we actually did experience those years and I actually did live through those years, it's like certain key events that happen, like okay, it's just different things that help me to remember, like, okay, like I actually did experience living in this year. I actually did go through this year. Okay, cool, whatever. But yeah, I'm so glad to be back with y'all today. There will be more content, and I absolutely mean it. I'm not lying. There will be more consistent content. No, not more. There will be consistent content this year. So you can count on that. And I want to welcome you to the Dear Diary podcast. Woo! Welcome to the Dear Diary podcast with your host, your girl, Nakia Cariel. The Dear Diary podcast is a podcast where I share my stories, my experiences, different occurrences as a believer, as a daughter of God, um, as if this is a virtual diary in hopes to encourage you, in hopes to encourage you. So on here, you don't have to worry about you getting preached at on here. Look, we just having a conversation. We just talking. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all listening to me. If you see this on YouTube, I'm talking to y'all. Y'all watching me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here to preach to you, but I'm just here to share my life experiences with you, and yeah, in hopes to encourage you. It's like a virtual diary. And so I had this idea since I know December. I had this idea for a long while about actually um, giving a recap, giving a recap of my 2023. So I got this idea in like December. Um, I wrote it down on my whiteboard, but um, yeah, I'm just not recording it now. And so I want to talk to y'all about my 2023 up until current times, which we are now in 2024. Again, it's crazy. Like, who, when did we get here? When did we get here? When? But yeah. So, um, yeah, so my 2023 it was necessary to say the least. I'll say that much. Like, it was very, very necessary. In 2023, Um, I did experience a lot of things. I experienced a lot of stuff, good, bad, some in between, but overall, it did make me into a better person. So to sum up, I'm going to give a couple of things of what I learned from 2023 or what 2023 taught me as the year. Again, nothing that I learned, nothing that I experienced, nothing that I went through, none of that was in vain or whatever. It's all necessary. So one of the things that I learned in 2023 was the importance of setting boundaries. And not only setting boundaries, but also um, abiding by other people's boundaries. I don't know when the boundaries talk came up. I don't remember like who started that trend or whatever, but I know oftentimes we always talking about, oh, we need to set boundaries, set boundaries. They don't need to cross my boundaries, but sometimes we cross other people's boundaries, and we have to be okay with with facing that fact that you don't always get it right, or you sometimes cross other people's boundaries. And so 2023 definitely showed me the importance of establishing boundaries and tailoring them to me, my personality, or the circumstance, the friendship, the business relationship, whatever the case is. Tailor them to my needs, and also making sure I do not overstep other people's boundaries. Another thing that 2023 taught me was the importance of like getting in the mirror and looking at yourself and dealing with you. Like, it is so easy to look at other people and pick people apart, but oftentimes when we do that, that's because like, oftentimes when we like sit and like pick people apart or always talk about like what somebody else doing wrong, what this person ain't doing, what he is doing, whatever this is. A lot of times when we do that, that's because we're running from some things that we need to face from within ourselves. And so 2023 made me it made me like, honey boo boo, sit down. Let me help you out. I need you to sit out in that chair, and here's this mirror, pick it up, sit and look at yourself. Look at the beauty, look at the imperfections, look at the things that you need to let go of. Look at the things that cause you to behave in a certain way. Like, look at that stuff. Look at it. Let's deal with it. So one thing that 2023 taught me was, the first thing was setting boundaries, and not only setting boundaries, but abiding by other people's boundaries. Number two, 2023 taught me the importance of just looking at myself in the mirror and being okay with that. Number three, 2023 gave me the opportunity to learn the importance of obtaining inner healing and deliverance. Inner healing deliverance. Yes, we need therapy. We do. We need therapy. But you also need, like, our souls be wounded. Our souls be wounded, because of life, because of trauma, because of experiences and all this stuff. And we have to take time to tend to those wounds, look at ourselves and get that healing, that emotional, psychological, physiological, all that. We need to get that healing that we need. And if there's any form of oppression, demonic oppression, we need to get free from that. And so 2023 gave me the opportunity to be able to experience, and I still am experiencing them inner healing deliverance, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I do want to say this. It did hurt at times. It was very painful, but at the end of that, it was necessary. Sometimes you have to go through those hard things to, you know, become better. You have to go through the hurts or experience some hurts to become better. Everything is not going to be easy, peachy, breezy, beautiful cover girls. Everything's not going to always be like that. So, yeah. The fourth thing that 2023 gave me the opportunity to learn about was the importance of actually tending to your finances. Like, pay them folks back. If you got some debts, if you owe people money, whether it's student loan debt, I mean, hey, do them student loans, how you gonna do it? But if you owe people money or you have credit cards or whatever, like, you cannot expect them to just disappear, just go away. You cannot pray that stuff away. Baby, you gotta pay them folks back. You gotta pay people back. Not only pay people back, but tend to and steward your finances well. When God gives you something, assess, like, what am I spending my money on? Am I always spending my money on fast food? Is most of my money going on food? Am I buying things for myself? Am I taking care of myself, or is it only going on bills? And am I tithing? Am I giving offering? Am I donating to those who are or giving to those who are less fortunate? Like, 2023 really made me sit down and look at how I was dealing with my finances. And I'm still a work in progress, but I'm not where I was last year, mentally, emotionally, as it relates to my finances. Oh, in 2023, also, this is the fifth thing. The fifth thing that 2023 taught me and gave me the opportunity to learn was the importance of giving things time. You have to be willing to give things time. I have this sign in my room, and I would love to, like, get it and show y'all, but it says good things take time. We be too quick. How about this? I say me. I in the past was just very too quick to give people titles, to give people access. Um, I was just too quick in doing it. And the thing is, baby, you need to take your time and get to know people. You need to take your time in interacting with folks. You need to just give things time. Don't rush nothing. Good things take time. Not only as it relates to friendships, but whether it's business, whether it's ministry, like, don't be quick to put people in this category or on this pedestal that they don't belong in. Or don't be quick um to yeah, like, don't be quick to just put people in a place because you feel like this way, you feel like that way. Use discernment, and more than anything, not more than anything, but also give things time, because throughout that time things are going to be revealed, good or bad, and you'll know how to adjust, you'll know how to maneuver through it, you'll know how to um set things or categorize things. So that was the first five things that 2023 taught me. 2023 also taught me the importance of having accountability, and not only accountability as it relates to other people, and other people holding you accountable or this and that, but having self integrity. You got to be able to have, at some point, you got to get to the point where you hold yourself accountable. You can't be just telling everybody, okay, make sure y'all keep me in check, keep me stay in check, but you don't even keep your own self in check. It's like you giving other folks too much responsibility over you, over your own life, or over your own actions, your behaviors, or whatever. Like, no, have accountability. You do need accountability. Like, we are not meant to walk this live this life alone. So you need people help to hold you accountable, to hold your hand, to walk with you, to let you know when you're wrong, to let you know when you're right, who pushes you and all that. But you also need to be having it as well with your own self. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, no matter who comes, no matter who goes, no matter what you experience in life, you're gonna always be with you. You're always stuck with you. Period. Period. You always gonna be with you. So you you owe it to yourself to keep your promises. And you need the accountability to help you keep those promises. So yeah, accountability and self-integrity is something that I have learned and I'm still learning now. And that's something that 2023 taught me. Another thing that 2023 taught me was the importance of opening up my mouth. Like, not just communicating, because I can communicate, but like opening up my mouth, like not holding back, not worrying about what people got to say, don't not worrying about what people don't say. But just being okay and being beyond okay with being me and open up my mouth and expressing myself, however that looks. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you just go around cuss folks out, or I just went around cuss people out, because that wasn't the case. But like open up your mouth. Like God has given us a voice. We need to use it. We need to use it. So that's something that 2023 taught me, the importance of opening up my mouth. Another thing that 2023 taught me was um, everything that glitter ain't gold. Like, don't be quick to rush for anything. This kind of goes back to the little thing that I learned from 2023 about good things taking time, like not rushing to be on a platform, not rushing to be acknowledged, not rushing to be validated, not rushing to be seen or whatever before my time, but allowing the Lord to take me through process. Like, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, that's something that 2023 taught me, is like, go with the pace with God and actually be okay with the pace of God. Yeah, that if I can wrap that lesson up, that would it be, go with the pace of God. 2023 forced me to go with the pace of God. I'm talking about, it was at one point, like I had all these plans of how I was gonna do this. I was gonna get back in school. I was gonna move out. I was gonna do this whole thing, baby. And that was my plans. It wasn't the Lord's plans. Not saying that it's not in the Lord's plans for me to go back to school. It's just that, like, the time that I thought things was going to happen, it did not happen like that. And when things did not happen the way that I wanted them to happen, I just felt like I was in a horrible place in my life. One second. Yeah, I felt like I was in a horrible place in my life. So yeah, but the whole time, I don't think I have to do with just go with the face of God. Like, ask the Father, like, Lord, when you say I should, do this, do that, explore this, explore that, like, you know, just going with His face. So 2023 has really made me more comfortable with going with the pace of God. Um, and yeah, and so those are just a couple of things that I wanted to share with you that I learned from 2023, or 2023 taught me. And that's 2023. And 2024 has been so good so far, y'all. I have started working now. I actually started working out in December of 2023. I don't know if I just said it, 2024 taught me some, or it's been good so far. I don't know, but I'm gonna repeat it. 2024 has been good so far. 2023 taught me a lot, but I'm not dwelling on 2023 like that. I'm still keeping things in mind and all that, but 2024 taught me a lot. I mean, 2023 taught me a lot. 2024 has been beautiful so far. In the month of December, I did start. Uh, my little brother. 2020, in December of 2023, I did start going to the gym. I did start working out. My self confidence is rising, it's growing. It is not even just about how I'm looking on the outer appearance. It's literally like the energy that I feel and just the consistency that I'm building to to go to the gym, to work out, to love on me. Like you can't always expect everybody to love you and you don't love you. You can't do that. How do you expect everybody else to love you and you don't even love you? You got to be for real. And that's what a lot of us be dealing with, have dealt with, or a lot of people in our generation be dealing with. They be wanting everybody else to validate them, to love on them, to affirm them. And they not doing it themselves, or they didn't get it when they was growing up, or whatever case is. But you're not doing it yourselves, and you can't expect people to do or be what you are supposed to be doing and being for yourself. You can't. Not saying that you don't need people to love you and all that, but you got to also make sure that you are loving you. Because, like I said, you're the one that's gonna always be with you. You gonna always be with you. People come and go, but you gonna be with you forever. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta have a good relationship with you. And the Bible talks about loving your neighbor as yourself. Um, and I know it's not by happenstance or mistake that the Bible tells us that Jesus commands us to love our neighbors as ourselves. It's like you need to treat people how you would want to be treated. Love on people, behave in a way, interact with people the way that you would want. If you do that, then if we was to really love others like we love ourselves, well, for one, I do believe that we need to be taught how to love ourselves. But just say we love ourselves. If we was to treat people the way that we want to be treated in a perfect world or whatever, but we absolutely love ourselves, there wouldn't be no crime, there wouldn't be no gossiping, no backbiting, it wouldn't be none of that if we, you know, uh, if like self love or loving yourself was just like already there in us or whatever case is. Um, I think I just got a revelation, but yeah, I do want to say I just thought about that. Yeah, I feel like that was the Holy Spirit, but like um self love or loving yourself, even loving God, like it takes work. Like and it goes beyond just a feeling. It's an action. It's actually an action. It's a real action. And so no, we may not know about loving ourselves or what that looks like, but that don't mean that we should neglect to do so or we shouldn't take the accountability to learn what it looks like or what it means to love God, to love ourselves and to love others. Even if we don't know, just because we don't know, that don't mean that we should stay not knowing or we should stay ignorant. There should be some kind of action behind. Um, there should be some action or some learning or whatever we need to do. But yeah, um, yeah, that takes some work. Loving yourself takes work, and loving others takes some work. Hating people, I feel like I ain't gonna say hating people is easy, but it's easy to do wrong. It's easy to do wrong. It's probably harder to do right. Um, but it's worth it in the end. So yeah, if you love you, then you'll be able to properly love others. But if you don't love you, for me, my own experience with with not loving myself and those things and like that I was dealing with in the past, like me loving other people probably wasn't in the most healthiest way, you know. But that's a whole nother thing. Maybe I'll talk about that in February. But yeah. So the gym be helping me to like love on myself and just grow in confidence and worship God. Even more like I include God in my workouts. Like I work out to Christian rap. Like I don't be listening to secular music when I work out, and I like it like that. Where I listen to scripture. So that has been really good. Work has been really good. Guess what? I'm releasing my first ebook January 31st. So if you follow me on all social media platforms, you'll be able to see what's going on and stay tuned. But be on the lookout because I will be releasing my first ebook will be released on January 31st, 2024. So in like 10 days. Um, and so I'm really excited about that. And there is so, 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 so much more. And you are a part of that. This YouTube channel is a part of that. This podcast is a part of that. Y'all are a part of the 2020 month, the 2024. Y'all are a part of the other things, the more of the things I'm going to be doing this year. So I really do encourage you to follow me on Instagram at Nakia Cariel. It's N Nakiacarrial. And that's the same name on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok and add me on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook at Nakia C. Matthews. And I want you to stay tuned to like all my updates and stuff and enjoy my emailers list. Okay. Like enjoy my emailers list so you can receive all updates as it relates to my business, my brand, the ministry. Um, and yeah, I'm so happy to have been back before y'all. I feel like this was a time well spent. Please do not neglect to comment, like, subscribe, share on my YouTube channel and also my podcast. Download this episode for me. Share this with a friend. Leave me a comment, leave me a review. I appreciate you so much. But that's all, folks. Until the next time we meet, until the next time y'all hear me, I want y'all to just do y'all thing. Keep God first. Love God, love yourself, and love others. And I will see you on the next Dear Diary episode. All right, y'all. Bye.